Ladies and gentlemen, when a man hurts you, he expects a certain reaction. He expects to see you cry, break down, maybe even beg for his attention or his apology. That's the moment he feels like he has control. That's the moment he feels powerful. But the most powerful thing you can do is smile when he expects you to fall apart. I'm not saying you're not hurt. I'm not saying it doesn't sting deep inside. I'm saying you don't let him see it. You don't let him witness your breakdown. You put that smile on like armor and you wear it proud. Because when you smile, when you walk around like your world didn't just fall apart, you confuse him. You make him question his own importance in your life. You make him wonder why you're not destroyed without him. Now that smile says, you didn't break me. It says, you thought you had me figured out, but you don't even know the half of it. It shifts the power back to you without you having to say a word. A real woman knows how to take her pain and turn it into power, and that starts with her attitude. That starts with the way she carries herself after the storm. So even if inside you feel like crumbling, you lift your chin, you straighten your back, and you smile like the world still belongs to you. You don't have to fake happiness forever, but in that moment you fake it until you make it. That smile is not just for him, it's for you. It's a reminder that his actions don't define your worth. It's a message to yourself that says, I'm still standing, I'm still strong, and I refuse to be anything less than the queen I was born to be. When somebody hurts you, the natural instinct is to want to show them, to want to prove a point, to make noise about it. But the real power comes when you move in silence, when you stop announcing your every move, when you stop seeking validation. After a man hurts you, the greatest revenge is not to scream louder. It's to go quiet and start building yourself up in ways he never even saw coming. You focus on yourself. You start working on your body, your mind, your dreams. You put energy into becoming the best version of yourself, and you do it without posting every step, without calling him, without trying to make him jealous. You just do the work. Because see, when you level up in silence, they don't see the grind. They just see the results. They don't know how many nights you spent improving yourself. They don't know how many sacrifices you made to heal and grow. They just wake up one day and realize they don't recognize you anymore, and by then it's too late. You've become somebody that doesn't even need them, somebody they no longer have access to. That's the confusion. That's the power. When you don't chase, when you don't explain, when you just get better, they have no choice but to wonder what's going on without them. You're not leveling up for revenge. You're doing it because you finally realized you deserve better. And when that happens, there's no stopping you. You glow different. You walk different. Your spirit becomes so strong that no man's mistakes can ever take you down again. You don't need to speak on it. Your success will speak for you. Your peace will be your loudest answer. When someone does you wrong, the first instinct might be to cut them off cold, to show anger, to be rude, to match their energy. But real strength, real growth, is when you can show kindness without ever letting them back into your heart. See, kindness isn't weakness, it's power. When you can look a man in the eye who once hurt you and greet him with calmness, with grace, without a single ounce of bitterness, you are showing him something he wasn't ready for. He expects you to lash out. He expects you to be angry, to hold a grudge, to show him that he still has a hold on you. But when you choose kindness, when you stay calm and composed, it confuses him. It makes him realize you have healed beyond anything he could touch. Being kind doesn't mean you give them another chance. It doesn't mean you lower your standards or forget the lessons you had to learn the hard way. It simply means you respect yourself enough not to carry the burden of hate in your heart. You can wish them well, but from a distance. You can greet them politely, but not invite them back into your world. You can smile. You can nod, but you keep your boundaries strong. That kind of kindness comes from strength, not weakness. And believe me, that strength will be louder than any words you could ever speak. They will wonder why you aren't mad. They will wonder why you're not fighting for their attention. They will wonder how you got so peaceful without them. That's when you know you've won, not because you got them back, but because you got yourself back, stronger, wiser, and unshakable. One of the biggest mistakes people make after getting hurt is thinking they need closure from the one who caused the pain. They sit there, waiting for an apology, waiting for an explanation, waiting for the truth that might never come. But let me tell you something. Real closure is something you give yourself. You don't need him to tell you why he did what he did. You don't need him to apologize, to finally move on. Waiting on that is like locking yourself in a cage and handing him the key. He gets to decide when you're free, and that's too much power to give anybody. Closure happens the moment you decide your healing is more important than your history. It happens when you stop needing answers and start choosing peace. Because the truth is, even if he said all the right words, it still wouldn't erase what happened. It wouldn't change the hurt you felt. And a lot of times, the people who hurt you don't even have the capacity to give you real closure. They don't even understand the depth of the pain they caused. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I deserve better. I deserve peace. I choose to move forward. You close the chapter not because he made it right, but because you refuse to let that hurt write the rest of your story. You forgive not for him, but for yourself. You heal, not because he deserves it, but because you deserve to be free. When you stop waiting for him to fix it, you take all your power back. You are no longer a prisoner to what he did. You become the author of your own healing. And that is the most powerful kind of closure there is.